this is what you fight for. Both teams are on streaks of winning streaks here. Campbell 7, and Gardner-Webb has won the last 3, and they know each other well. Like I say, even though we haven't played since January between the two, but they know each other well, and I think it's going to be a tough battle. And whoever wins the rebounding and the defensive end, I think will be the ones that will win this game.
These teams last met on January 4th and 5th. It was supposed to be the first game of the conference season, but COVID pushed the days around, and here we are nearly 2 full months later. A battle for the semifinals. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Radford and Hampton. Right now it's Radford leading at halftime, so who knows what's going to happen here in 20 minutes. And George, just in terms of all conference selections, Cedric Henderson and Jordan Whitfield both on the second team for Campbell, and Shaheen Cornwall, the do-it-all first-team guard for Gardner-Webb. What does Cornwall bring to the table for the Running Bulldogs?
Well, you look at him. First of all, he's the senior there, and you have a guy who is the Brooklyn native. You know, that Brooklyn guard and that different type of play, and he's up there in assist also. So he's going to look to get his other players in. He knows he can't win this game by himself, so he's going to get them involved and see if he can get this W tonight and continue on in March.
Tim Clougherty, our lead official, tips us off. And here we go. The Big South quarterfinals are underway. Campbell and Gardner-Webb have met 4 times in tournament history. The Running Bulldogs have won all 4 matchups. Jordan Whitfield, the second team all-conference selection, lays it off to Lucene. The Campbell offense that's 4th in scoring in the league, thanks in large part to their great three-point shooting, tops in the Big South, as Ricky Clemens is fouled on his first drive to the basket.
Yeah, Evan, I love to see the Camels come out first possession and just take it slow, get into the game, no rush here. They know what they need, and they're taking their time and very patient. And then Ricky Clemens got the drive into the basket with the foul. When you're starting off the first 30 seconds, you get a foul, you get to the line. It gives you everybody a chance to catch your breath and let the nerves calm down.
There's the first points of the evening as Clemens hits the free throw. And Ricky Clemens in the analytics world is a sought-after player. He draws the 5th most fouls in the country, according to Ken Palm. Getting to the line is his strength, and he makes them both for an early 2-0 lead. Now Shaheen Cornwall, the do-it-all guard out of Brooklyn. He's 21st in the country in three-point shooting and operates this offense for Gardner-Webb that averages 72 points a night. Cornwall's left wide open on the first possession and rattles out. Reed with the rebound, and Gardner-Webb can reset to Cornwall for 3. This time he nails it.
No hesitation there, Evan. He knows what he does well, and he's going to do it. This is the winning time. Even though this game is just starting, is how we're going to get these, get it going, get the offense going.
Your starting lineups for Campbell with Henderson and Whitfield. McCullough, who injured his wrist in the last matchup between these two, is back in the equation. The senior for Campbell. Fighting Camels have won 7 straight. Looking to set a new program record for longest win streak in their Division I era as Clemens has 4 early points.
He's had to see something there. Coach, I'm sure McGeehan has showed him in practice. They're reversing the ball multiple times, and on that reverse back, you have a drive, and that's the second time Clemens has got there in the middle.
Gardner-Webb had to replace their do-it-all standout guard of last season, an all-conference selection. They bring back Cornwall, and now Falco for 3 can't hit. Offensive board to Reed, has been busy in this first half. Cornwall, a step-back 3 on Clemens. He's been feeling it from deep today.
Yeah, he's letting it go, Evan, no matter what. And you don't see any shyness there or no withdrawal. He's going to shoot the ball, and Campbell's going to see that early. There's no patience, but we have to, make sure if you're looking at it as a Campbell perspective, you have to get that rebound and not let them get a second shot there.
To your point, Campbell 11th in this conference in rebounding. They'll need some of those tonight. 6 on the clock for Lucene. Backs down Reed, blows past him to the basket, and a good rejection there from Reed.
Yeah, Reed recovered on that. Was saying he's kind of fading away from the basket. You got to go towards it there.
Williams down low to Reed. He didn't see it, and it is staying down here. Just 2.5 minutes into this first quarter. Our first substitution of the night for Gardner-Webb, Ludovic Dufial, the junior forward from Martinique, the island country.
Yeah, I'm sure Campbell is happy to see Reed going to the bench. He had 2 quick offensive rebounds and gave extra possessions for Gardner-Webb.
Right off the bench, Dufial clanked it off the backboard.
He didn't even get a trip off the floor. He's letting it go.
That's a look that Campbell will live with from 3. Ricky Clemens, the former walk-on, has all 4 points for Campbell tonight in these first 3 minutes. An offense that is certainly balanced. 8 players that score at least 5 a game. Henderson, their top dog, with his first shot missing. Lucane muscles for the board, and he draws a foul on Dufeon.
Wow. That's the hustle, those extra possessions right there, Evan. That's what's going to win this game when you're talking about tournament time. It's March Madness. Every possession counts.
Over his last 10 games, the America's Georgia product, 9 points and 7 rebounds a game. He came off the bench in both matchups back in Boiling Springs in early January. It's a key piece for Kevin McGeehan in the starting lineup tonight, as McCullough on the inbound is denied by Mann. And I think Shaheen Cornwall took some friendly fire there on the block.
Yeah, it looks like he got hit in the nose there on that defensive end. So going to get checked out. Might be a little dizzy, a little blurry right now.
You wonder if blood's part of the equation as well. He's getting gauzed up there on the sideline. So Jordan Sears, the freshman from Daytona Beach, will check in. Campbell, the early 1-point lead. Neither team shooting it particularly well, just 2 of 9 combined. But we expected those tournament nerves to kick in. Even how hot these teams were. Campbell had won 7 straight. Gardner-Webb just went to Radford and won 2 in a row.
Right.
It's a whole different equation when that calendar turns to March.
Yes, it is. You know, if you don't win today, you don't play tomorrow. You don't get to play, continue on. That season is done for you.
Demarion Williams spinning past Lucane. And the board is secured by McCullough.
That's the first time Gardner-Webb got into the paint here early, Evan. Everything was from the outside three-point line, and get the subs out, and then Cornwall goes out, and you get in the paint, even though they didn't make the shot.
Ricky Clemens with the lone 4 points for Campbell tonight. They lead by 1, 4 minutes in. Lucane is wide open, knocking down his first 3.
Big shot from Lucane there, and that's the first shot for Campbell from the outside. Everything else has been in the paint. If you can get that, it's going to open that paint up even more if you have those outside shots falling.
When these teams met in Boiling Springs, it was 2 drastically different games. Campbell dominated game 1, led by as many as 20. Gardner-Webb had a 20-point lead in game 2 to secure the win. Mann is backing his way down, and a beautiful floater.
Yeah, that's a nice shot there.
Running Bulldogs, a balanced scoring attack. 4 starters with at least 10 points in conference play. Big reason why Tim's Craft Club has won a 10th game in the league for 7 straight years. That's tough to do.
That is tough. Impressive, too. And it says a lot for the coach and the program.
Lucane able to save it. So the clock resets, and now a turnover for Gardner-Webb. Out to Falco. Good hesitation, and he lays it in.
Yeah, you see how he stopped on that pull-up. He saw McCullough waiting there to try to take that charge. He was very much in control jump stop, and put it off the glass for 2.
A 4-0 run for Gardner-Webb has tied it here at 7. Winner of this game on to the Big South semifinals, a place that Campbell has not been in 2 years. And when they met, Gardner-Webb beat them to go to the finals and eventually won it in 19. With Whitfield drawing contact, a chance for an and 1.
Evan, that middle is open for Campbell. They've driven it there many times, and with the success that they've had to get baskets. So
14:32 left in the first. Campbell an early 2-point lead.
We're listening to live coverage of Campbell Sports on 88.3 WUAW.
You wanted to be just didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today. So it's back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
The average time a resume spends on an HR manager's desk is 7 seconds, and most of them are tossed aside. Now imagine if one of those resumes belonged to Yasmin, who was
living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be That's something that you can't teach.
We rely so much on a resume, yet it could never tell the full story of someone who
had to be independent and take initiative. And that's how I handle every project I get.
Discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org. Brought to you by Grads of Life and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
.32 to go in this first half. And Georgia mentioned it coming in, but the matchups between these two, Gardner-Webb has won the last 4 playoff meetings. Jer Campbell sits with a 2-point lead. And if you're head coach Kevin McGeehan, how do you shake off the history and rewrite a new chapter here tonight?
Well, you got to remind them that this year is this year. You look at the history of it all, these players, they've seen it, and, even losing to them, here recently. So they know what it takes, and it says tournament time, and you have to make sure that you're making the same plays that got you on this 7-game win streak.
Worth noting, number 1 seeds over the last 6 years in this tournament have won just 1 conference title. The 2 seed has really been the magic number. They've won it 3 times, and the 4 seed has won it the other 3 times. So it is wide open here in the Big South, despite a near-perfect season from Winthrop, 17-1 in league play, as they are cruising in their quarterfinal matchup with High Point right now in the second half. As Whitfield completes the N1, making it 10-7. Shaheen Cornwall still on the bench. He was poked in the eye and is now bleeding. He's got gauze in his nose.
Wow.
Might be out for the next couple of minutes, so a big shift for Tim Kraft's club. Sears trying to spin away from Henderson, gets the contact and the bucket.
Wow, you love to see that. And Sears came in there for Jaheim, and, that's a freshman making that play there, Evan. That's big for him. He's showing there's no nerves. He's ready to play, and I'm sure Coach Kraft is loving what he's seeing right now.
Jordan Sears, he's from the Daytona Beach area. The first 2-time selection from his local high school since Vince Carter in 1995. And we knew Vince went on to do some incredible things at the next level.
Yes, he did. And anytime you mention with Vince Carter, it doesn't matter what that conversation is, you got to love it.
I call him the marathon man. Played so many years in the NBA.
Yeah, 20-plus. I couldn't imagine your body's holding up that long.
And here's the 18-year-old Jordan Sears with the free throw, knotting us up at 10. Messiah Thompson getting his first minutes off the bench for Campbell. He was electric in that series, averaging 15 a night. And his game's translated to a whole new level here in conference play.
Yes, it has. He's been a lot more confident. We're seeing some step backs coming from him and all kind of different shots, and even, some game winners down there. So he's really at confidence real high right now.
Gardner-Webb off the Carolero miss into their offensive end. Running Bulldogs 4 of 9 from the field in this first half. Here's Anthony Selden, his first minutes, throwing it to Coach Kenneth White, the defensive coordinator for the team, and pretty fitting there, a turnover for his defense.
Yeah, I actually thought that was tipped there, but we'll look at it, again, I'm sure. Even the players, that you see them quick they'll get the finger going, replay, but it's Campbell ball now to see what they're going to do with this possession.
That turnover stopped a 3-for-3 stretch. Gardner-Webb had hit their shots here in this first half after the media timeout. Henderson, who's the second most efficient scorer in this league, behind his teammate in Whitfield, have yet to get going. Just 3 combined points. Carolero out to Mosekis, and he stepped out of bounds. Campbell's 3rd turnover.
Yeah, Campbell's being patient, but no one attacked that middle like they've done before. And then you see for Gardner-Webb, Jaheim is back in the game. I guess they got that bleeding and everything started, so we'll see how they adjust to having their leader back in the game.
The first team all-conference point guard has returned. And now Selden from the corner comes up short. Look at Henderson skying in the air for that rebound. Desperation has been amped up to a 10 here tonight. Carolero Looking to fade away and can't hit. Running Bulldogs, they live on field goal percentage, the most efficient shooting team in the league. And on cue, Falco with a clean look but couldn't hit it. It stays here for Gardner-Webb.
I'll tell you, Evan, I think Gardner-Webb is getting any shot they want right now, and even keeping that ball alive on the offensive rebound. Just got to get to securing the ball. I'm sure Coach McGeehan is going to speak to his team about that as they're coming in and out. You have to finish the possession with the rebound.
Sears zigzagging his way in, and another and one for the freshman.
Yeah, you did tell me he was a freshman, I believe, Evan. I don't see him playing like one right now. That's two big-time moves into the basket and getting the foul.
Jordan Sears, 12 double-figure scoring games on the season, and he's amped it up here in this tournament. He's got 5 tonight. A 6-0 run for Gardner-Webb here with 12:25 to go in the first. Give the Running Bulldogs their largest lead of this half at 3. That's what makes this matchup so fascinating. Two of the hottest teams in the league, not named Winthrop, and they've had the ability to take punches early in the year. Campbell 7 straight wins, and Gardner-Webb 3 wins in a row.
Yes, and you see, both teams and both coaches are doing quite a bit of subbing, of course, in the beginning of a game, and you in there for the tournament, the excitement is high. Everybody, your mouth gets a little dry. You might get a little tired at first, so they're trying to keep everybody fresh.
These teams have not played since last Monday and Tuesday, so nearly a full week off to prepare for this matchup. Gardner-Webb was supposed to play in the 6-11 game, but Charleston Southern had some issues with COVID on campus, not able to participate in March, really creating a separate bye, if you will, to make this matchup a true 3-6.
Yeah, and that Charleston Southern team is a tough team, and their record doesn't tell it, but they've lost a lot of close games, so that would have been an exciting game.
Their final game was a buzzer beater to win it at Presbyterian. At least you go out a winner if you're Coach Barkley Radenbaugh's club. These teams want to move on to the semifinals with a win tonight, as Whitfield with a deep triple can't hit. Mosekis the board to Thompson for 3, and that's good.
He walked right into that, Evan, stepped into that shot. It was a good pass off the offensive rebound, and he is always going to be the most dangerous guy. That's the best time to get an open three-point shot is after you get an offensive rebound.
Thompson averaged 16 tonight when these teams met in January. And Sears in the face of Thompson for 3.
Sears doesn't want to hear it, Evan. He's coming right back. He said 3 for you, 3 for me. Let's keep this going.
9 minutes into this first half, and Gardner-Webb leads by 3 thanks to their freshman standout. Maybe Sears a bit upset he wasn't on the all-freshman team.
He had to be.
That just got announced this week.
Right. He didn't hear his name, and he's going to make them remember that.
Here's Thompson, wants a second triple. Can't hit it. Stachic's the board, and the clock resets to 20. What an entertaining first 10 minutes of this first half. These clubs meeting for the 5th time in program history in conference tournament play. Mosekis wants the tie, and he's got it.
That's a great shot and a great drive by Messiah Thompson. He drove it right into the depth. Everybody took their eyes off him. You kick it out, another open three-point shot.
16 to pop here 10 minutes in, and Cornwall draws his first foul. It's a tough matchup guarding Shaheen Cornwall, who draws the 2nd most fouls in this league, gets to the line a ton. And let's see if he can make the free throws after this break. 10-13 to go in the first half. We're all tied at 16.
You're listening to live coverage of Campbell Sports on 88.3 WUAW.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
The average time a resume spends on an HR manager's desk is 7 seconds, and most of them are tossed aside. Now imagine if one of those resumes belonged to Yasmin, who was
Living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
We rely so much on a resume, yet it could never tell the full story of someone who
Had to be independent and take initiative, and that's how I handle every project I get.
Discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org. Brought to you by Grads of Life and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo Goo Gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're not the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
and get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Thanks for joining us on the Campbell Digital Network, along with George Miller, Evan Budrovich here at the 10-13 mark of this first half. Gardner-Webb and Campbell all tied at 16, and what a unique matchup we have. The two hottest teams in the league. Gardner-Webb, who the analytics say are the second best team in the league based on their average scores, their top players in the league, and Campbell, who earned votes for the most improved team in the league. And here we are, all squared at 16. What stood out to you so far in these opening 10 minutes?
Sears. That's all I'm going to say. Sears, and not Sears and Roebuck, but Sears has been driving. He's making plays. He's playing very, very relaxed even. And to be a freshman in your first tournament, that's just unusual. Even though, you know, he's had double-digit games and he's played well throughout the year, but this is your first tournament game, and he's just been efficient to start here.
Gardner-Webb basketball with 10-13 left in this first half. Story of this game, you're right, has been the freshman Jordan Sears, nearing double figures in this first half already. He's got the pink sneakers and plenty of confidence on the floor. Here's a catch-and-shoot three for Damari Williams that's off. And that goes out of bounds. Man tried to save it. He wanted the hook, and instead it's Campbell ball.
Yeah, they're letting the referees are letting him play here, Evan. He's, you know, coming over the top, but even with the box out there by Henderson, the ref was letting it go and tell him play ball.
Isaiah Thompson, who hit a three earlier, comes in. This is a balanced Campbell scoring team. 5 players on the board in this first half. And a foul here on Jermaine Mann, the freshman from Hampton, Georgia. Gardner-Webb will rotate 9 or 10 deep. Campbell has had a 9-man rotation. That may not be a huge factor in this one. You do wonder, especially late in the game, how the final fives will unfold.
Yeah. That will be the key to look at, who's playing the best, and coach will decide who you're going to put on the floor those last 4 minutes to win the game for you.
In the second meeting between these clubs on January 5th, Gardner-Webb had a 31-point lead. That game went down to 5 in the closing minutes before Gardner-Webb closed it out. Both these coaches will tell you can't put away this game early and often. It's going to take a big 40 minutes. Here's Ricky Clemens late in the clock, drawing contact. And that's 2 quick fouls on Jermaine Mann.
Yeah, he got in there, and they're being aggressive on defense, but soon, again, as we mentioned before, Clemens getting into the middle of that defense, and you're coming over to help. You're helpless at that point, and honestly, you go reach for the shot. If you don't get the block up high, you're going to foul him, and he's good at, you know, drawing the foul.
In the win at Gardner-Webb, Ricky Clemens had 11 points, and he's way off on the free throw. In the loss, he did not score at Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, Evan, I was checking to make sure all the doors were closed here, and that free throw was so far off. It had to be some other factor to it there. Maybe a little breeze came through.
There are 100 students and cheerleaders and fans in attendance, but I don't think that played a factor on
Nah,
that miss.
Nah, I don't think so there.
Maybe the playoff nerves as he's 0 for 2.
Yeah, it looked very different than his first 2 he shot.
And George, as a player, you can relate to this, but I always found shooters were more nervous on the first shot than the second shot. And yet Ricky could not hit either on that free throw.
Yeah, I was surprised as well he shot those first 2. I'm like, he's in rhythm, he's zoned, locked in, and those last 2 look like he hadn't shot any this year.
Kareem Reed dishes it around the rings. Wanted the block. Instead, Cornwall late in the clock nails it.
Yeah, that was a good play. I know Clemens tried to get the block there. The ref wasn't going to bail him out with it. He wasn't set. It could have went the other way also, but a good no call.
Ricky Clemens finished 2nd in the league in voting for Defensive Player of the Year. He has the assignment of slowing down a first-team all-conference guard in Shaheen Cornwall.
Yeah, he was looking to see if he can get that one off of reputation there.
8 on the clock for Lucene. Thompson notices it with 5. Bounces inside to Lucene, who beats the defense.
Well, that was a great pass after that drive. They're doing a lot of screening up top. And when you get that screen, if you can get that second man to pick you up and you roll to the basket, you drop the bounce pass right in there. Thompson made a great pass for the layup.
Cornwall wanting a red-hot start. He can't hit. Now 2 of 5 shooting this evening. Thompson triggers the offense. The lob to Lucene, he missed his target.
It was a good idea, just not a good execution there.
Needed an Olympic high jumper to bring that ball in.
Yes, he did.
Look at Cornwall zigzagging his way in the lane. Williams on the shot fake. And an offensive foul. That's Lucene drawing the charge.
That was a great play there by Lucene, coming over the drive. You saw it coming all the way. The best defense he had was to step over and take that charge. He made sure he got his feet outside the circle.
Campbell hanging in with a 3. They're all tied, 18 apiece, with 7:50 to go in this first half.
Listening to live coverage of Campbell Sports on 88.3 WUAW.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
The average time a resume spends on an HR manager's desk is 7 seconds, and most of them are tossed aside. Now imagine if one of those resumes belonged to Yasmin, who was
Living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
We rely so much on a resume, yet it could never tell the full story of someone who
Had to be independent and take initiative, and that's how I handle every project I get.
Discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org. Brought to you by Grads of Life and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're not the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you gonna do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
$7:50 to go in this first half. Campbell and Gardner-Webb all squared at 18. And Georgia, a unique matchup for many reasons, but one that stands out. These teams have played the most games of any team in the Big South. Gardner-Webb with 25 contests, Campbell with 24 contests. And after a rough start with COVID, postponing, moving schedules around, I give these teams credit for getting their schedules complete and getting ready for this conference tournament.
Most definitely. You know, they had to do a lot of adjustments there with travel and everything else. Gardner-Webb even had 3 cancellations, you know, in that process, but yet with all the postponements and cancellations, they were able to get in. You know, I think they're top 5 in the NCAA as far as games played this year with all the COVID protocols and everything going on all around.
It was interesting you mentioned that. They had 11 games changed early in the year, but then get through all 20 in conference. You figure out your non-conference in December, you know, late November, and now they're fully fresh. Campbell had an option to play one more conference game, but elected not to because the seeding was set on Tuesday night. So now here we are, 3 versus 6. The winner on to the semifinals on Thursday. Lucene through a clogged lane of traffic gets a second chance, no. Good defense by the big man, Ludovic Dufiel.
Yeah, he got a good shot there, Lucene. Coach McGee to take that every time.
Sloppy turnover that time by Anthony Selden, the freshman from Roxbury, Massachusetts. This Gardner-Webb team is so young. 5 freshmen that compete right away on the court, and big promise for Tim Kraft here in year 7.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, Evan, when you mentioned that. Every time we look up, it's another freshman coming in for a freshman or even, you know, upperclassman. But Coach Kraft has a lot to look forward to in the years to come.
Tim Kraft and Kevin McGeehan both were hired in July of 2013. It's interesting to parallel their careers as Henderson's off on the jumper. Crafts Club have won 10 or more games in the league every season. And the referee tripped up Falco, so it's Gardner Webb ball.
Yeah, I don't know if that, you get anything with that. He's a part of the court, so that's a good call, and the other ref to come in. If anything happens with the referee on the court, he's a part of the court. Anything that happens, you lose the ball. If you fall out, you fall out. So.
I do feel bad there for Falco, the Maryland product. He didn't see the referee. He was sitting in the corner looking to shoot that three, and all of a sudden, it's a turnover.
Right. Yeah, that's one of those tough ones. And you hate, the referee hates it, obviously, but it is a part of the game.
You wonder if a makeup call slips in here in the next 2 minutes.
I would not be shocked.
We sit into the 7-minute mark of this first half, all squared at 18. Shot clock at 6. Lusain finds McCullough in rhythm, and he's way off.
Yeah, just a little to the right.
How about this? 3 of 7 for Campbell from 3. Gardner Webb, 2 of 9. Iron has not been kind from deep in this first half.
Not at all.
Haven't said Shaheen Cornwall's name much today, has 5 points and a bloody nose to show for it. Williams with 7 on the clock. Gets it over to Cornwall, guarded by Clemens. Pops the jumper that is short.
Yeah, I think he heard you talking about Evan. He had to get a shot up, but he's going to continue to stay in the game. It doesn't matter. You get the cobweb shaking up a little bit when getting hit in the nose, but he's going to come back.
Gardner Webb was without their second leading scorer, Lance Terry, the sophomore out of Georgia. He's missed about 13 conference games, a key piece for Tim Kraft's club. But they have been resilient. 3 straight wins to this point, and Whitfield hits a deep 2.
That was a tough shot there. I think, Jordan is trying to get himself going now. It's still early, but he's looking at we're late in the first half, and the game is staying close because him and Henderson haven't been able to get going yet.
Kevin McGeehan loves when he shoots it, the second most efficient scorer in this league, behind his own teammate in Henderson, and a traveling violation on Gardner Webb.
Yeah, that's good defense there, just to make them pick up the ball. When they start to drive, just change their path direction, and he saw white jerseys, and he just did not get that pivot set early enough.
We are 15 minutes in, 5 ties and 4 lead changes. 2 teams that the analytics say are the 2 best outside of Winthrop in this league, and they're meeting in the round of 8 in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they're showing us exactly what the numbers say, and we expected this. Evan, when we talked before, this game is, we're expecting a close one all the way down to the end.
Whitfield trying to hit 2 straight shots. And now it's Gardner Webb, who's committed 4 turnovers in 4 minutes, really slowing down their offense. Dumping it down low, Dufiel. Sets up a shooter. Now it's Falco. Knocking it in from 3.
That was good ball movement. He saw the double come. He kicked it out there to Shaheen Cornwall, and he kicked it over to Falco for that open shot, to make that extra pass to get the wide open shot.
Falco scored 18 in his last game. That was a big South high. Able to connect on his first 3 tonight. They're in the 4-minute mark of this first half. Gardner Webb back up 1. And the slip pass is stolen by the running Bulldogs, who are running in transition. Sears out to Falco. Wants a second straight 3 and got nothing but air.
Yeah, just a little strong, but I think he did a few push-ups at that last time out, and a little strong on that 3 from the corner. But, Coach McGeehan tells Campbell, slow it down. Let's get back into the offense and make this possession count.
Campbell shooting 35%, and a big denial by Dufiel. Falco 2-on-1. Good defense by Henderson.
Yeah, it's a way to stop the ball, and then you see Gardner Webb pull it out and get into their offense.
Falco takes his time. And with a shot clock at 12, Cornwall has it on the switch. Good find to Dufiel.
He saw that coming all the way, Evan. Cornwall baited him for that double, and no one from Campbell slid over to take over the rolling man to the basket for the easy layup.
That stops a 2-minute scoring drought for the running Bulldogs, who now lead by 3. This Princeton offense for Kevin McGeehan, the most efficient offense in the Big South. Today they've had their growing pains in this first half. Henderson on the undersized Falco. It's like an NBA jumper. He just couldn't hit it.
Yeah, he's trying to get up a shot now. He's a little frustrated. Only his 3rd shot of this half.
Selden in transition is way short. And a good box out by Henderson.
You got Falco coming behind. Let's see what Campbell's going to do if they take advantage of it.
Gardner-Webb has slowed down everything in transition. Nothing quick for Campbell tonight. So Lucene pops a deep 2, and that's a shot Gardner-Webb will live with.
Yes, they will. They didn't even put much pressure on that. A deep 2 that's that shot you don't want to take anyway. If you're going to be that close to the 3, get behind it. That's one of the worst shots in basketball, you ask me.
Campbell, one of its last 8 shooting. Now Falco working the baseline. Nice slip to Dufia, who's stolen by Clemens.
He's not second in the league for defense for no reason.
Setting up Henderson with a jumper and a timeout for Gardner-Webb. We'll take the timeout as well. 2:06 to go in this first half. Gardner-Webb leads by 1 here in the Big South quarterfinals.
We're listening to live coverage of Campbell Sports on 88.3 WUAW.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
The average time a resume spends on an HR manager's desk is 7 seconds, and most of them are tossed aside. Now imagine if one of those resumes belonged to Yasmin, who was
living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
We rely so much on a resume, yet it could never tell the full story of someone who
had to be independent and take initiative. And that's how I handle every project I get.
Discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org. Brought to you by Grads of Life and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We could share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
.206 to go in this first half. Gardner-Webb in a very competitive opening half of play leads 23-22. And for head coach Tim Kraft, going on season number 8, his club has never lost more than 10 games in a conference season. And a group that replaced 2 starters. What a fantastic job to get his team to this point. And now they have all the confidence in the world.
Yeah, and they're playing like it. You know, their coaches obviously instilling that confidence in them. And a program that, like you say, you win the Big South 2 years ago. They're back here in familiar territory. So they're coming out, they're playing hard, and they feel like they can win it all.
Gardner-Webb has never been lower than a 6 seed in the tournament. The last time they took on Campbell in this building in a 6-11 matchup. A little different odds this time in a 3-6 battle, but Tim Kraft knows what it takes. A former manager at Florida. And here he is now nearly 20 years later leading this program as a coach in a second stint with Gardner-Webb. George, you know better than anybody, as a former ASUN opponent in Gardner-Webb. These are basically sister schools across the state. Boiling Springs and Bowie's Creek. What do they say, don't kiss your sister?
Yeah.
It's quite a battle here. These two are smooching it up, trying to get to the semifinals.
Yes, they are, and they're built very much the same here.
Ricky Clemens is making life tough for Shaheen Cornwall tonight. Now Sears, who has 9, give him double figures.
Just like that. He gets into the lane again. This time, of course, it wasn't an and one, but he's gotten there and made 3 buckets right in the lane. He sees something, he can get there anytime, and he knows it.
Well, 13th game for Sears in double figures this year. He only averaged 5 a game in the first matchup against Campbell. As Henderson gets his 2nd straight.
Yeah, Evan, as I was saying before, that last shot that Henderson hit right before that timeout was huge. He got to see the ball go through the net. He came back and shot that one confidence, even got the bounce there.
Final minute, 1-point game with Gardner-Webb in front here on the road. where they won just 4 road games this year, but including their final 3 on the road. Sears, how about this range? Give it to him.
I thought they said Sears went bankrupt and closed down. I don't believe that's happening here. Sears is on fire here.
It's booming in the 90s,
Yeah.
and Sears is clicking. Give him 14. That's half the production for Gardner-Webb tonight.
It is, and his facial expression has not changed.
Now he tries to guard Messiah Thompson, who's been Campbell's spark plug in this series. Thompson with 8. Good crossover. Settles for a 2 and knocks it in.
Yeah, that was a great move by Thompson. He caught Sears running at him and he crossed it back over to the right and pulled up quick and made a tough shot, but a good shot.
Gardner-Webb can hold for the final shot. Running Bulldogs, who have won all 4 matchups in the Big South tournament against Campbell. Cornwall out to Selden. At the gun, no. Ricky Clemens hangs on to it, and we go to halftime here in Bowie's Creek. Gardner-Webb 28, Campbell 26 at the half. When we come back, some analysis from George Miller and some thoughts on the Big South tournament here in Bowie's Creek. But right now it's Gardner-Webb up 2 at the break. We're going to roll our halftime commercials, get you all set for the Geico halftime report right after this break.
Southeastern Interiors has everything you need to make that remodel job or new build something spectacular. Their showroom is close to campus at 228 Airport Road in Irwin and on the web at southeasterninteriors.com.
Carly C's IGA is your hometown proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With more than 25 locations in North Carolina, Carly C's has always and will continue to be your hometown proud store.
Comfort Inn of Fuquay Varina is proud to support Campbell Athletics. Located in the heart of Fuquay Varina, the Comfort Inn is just steps away from restaurants and shopping. Minutes from Campbell University, make Comfort Inn of Fuquay your home away from home when you visit the Creek. ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com.
Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With 36 locations across the state, there is a Smithfield's near you. Smithfield's on the web at scnbnc.com.
Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is located in the middle of one of the fastest growing communities in Wake County. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs.
You're listening to live coverage of Campbell Sports on 88.3 WUAW.
Born in the Carolinas, Pepsi is the official beverage brand of Campbell Athletics. From Pepsi to Mountain Dew, bubbly sparkling water to Pure Leaf and Lipton teas, to Starbucks ready-to-drink beverages. Online at Pepsi.com.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com.
Bojangles sponsors Campbell Athletics. Bojangles Chicken and Biscuits with over 600 locations, including in Lillington, just 5 minutes away from Campbell's campus. On the web at bojangles.com.
ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Christy Yarborough is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics and a broker at RE/MAX United, serving all of Harnett and Southern Wake counties, whether selling or buying. Office number 919-469-4700.
The average time a resume spends on an HR manager's desk is 7 seconds, and most of them are tossed aside. Now imagine if one of those resumes belonged to Yasmin, who was
living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
or if that resume was from someone who
worked 12-hour shifts at the recycling company with my dad, who's 72. That taught me a work ethic that I carry with me every day.
We rely so much on a resume, yet it could never tell the full story of someone.
Growing up where I did, a lot of things could have gotten in the way of my goals. But I learned to push through, and that's what I bring to work every day.
So maybe it's time we look beyond the resume and look to Grads of Life. Discover new ways to develop great talent that are so much more than what's on paper at gradsoflife.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Grads of Life and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach.
You're listening to live coverage of Campbell Sports on 88.3 WUAW.
Welcome back inside Gore Arena, just about 10 minutes away from the start of the second half. And it's the Runnin' Bulldogs up 28-26 here at the break. George, it is a tournament, of course. We got some big games to report on here tonight. How about this score with 7 minutes left? Winthrop 69, High Point 38. Something tells me the top seed's moving on to the semifinals on Thursday.
Yeah, when you get to this time, it doesn't matter what that season, what happened during the season, what are you going to do in the tournament. So Winthrop knows they're coming out aggressive, obviously, building that big lead.
Chandler Vaudrin, the player of the year in the league, 10 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. He leads the country in triple-doubles this year, and he's basically going to have one here in the next couple of minutes. And you look at the other score in the other half of the bracket, Longwood 43, Asheville 33 at the break. This is the first game for UNC Asheville since, how about this, they beat Winthrop at the end of January. You come off your best game of the year, you don't play for 3 weeks going through COVID procedures, and now you come back and play your biggest game of the year.
Yeah, that has to be rough on them, especially, ending on that high, beating Winthrop, giving them their only loss, and then you have to take off a month to do whatever in the protocols, not practice as much or be around your teammates, and then come back and it's tournament time.
On this side of the bracket, because the winner of this game plays the winner of Hampton and Radford, just about 3 minutes left in the second half. It's Radford up by 16. They've pulled away with Shaquan Jules, who, this is a player in Jules who only averaged about 10 minutes a game during the regular season. He's got 15 and 10 tonight. Coach Jones saying, I'm going to scrap everything, bring in a junior college transfer who scores about 7 a game, throw him in there, and here he is stepping up, and looks like Radford's going to lock up that game. So the winner of this matchup, Gardner-Webb and Campbell, will head to Radford on Thursday.
Yeah, and that will be whoever, comes out of this game is going to be a tough matchup for Radford. Both teams played Radford very well, of course, with Gardner-Webb beating them just recently twice. So, and Campbell going to triple overtime with them in the back-to-back that they played them here. So either way, it's going to be a good game, and Radford knows that, but they're taking care of business tonight to get to that game.
In this game, it's 28-26 at the break, and the leading scorers have come in drastically different ways. The freshman Jordan Sears, 14 points. He hasn't missed a shot. He really hasn't done anything wrong on the court today. And for Campbell, nobody with more than 5 points, and yet they have 5 players on the board, that balanced offense that Kevin McGeehan likes. Which style has impressed you the most here in this first half?
Honestly, it's been Campbell came out and impressed me early with Clemens and others getting to the middle of the lane. They were getting in there and getting the easy baskets or the foul to shoot the free throws. I think they kind of went away from that later, and Gardner-Webb got more hands in the passing lanes, not to give up them passing. You had a few turnovers. But when your 2 top players are not getting the shots, a lot of time they may get to the point of forcing up a few or getting it up. So I saw Jordan Whitfield and Henderson do that. And on the Gardner-Webb side, you look at, Cornwall came out early, letting it go. He hit 1 out of the first 3 or 4 threes he shot, but then you had Sears come in after he got hit in the nose, and he immediately came in, attacked the basket, got a couple and ones, and then, like you said, he's sitting 5 for 5, 2 for 2 from 3, and the line. The guy hasn't missed anything.
Gardner-Webb up by 2 at the break. They're trying to go to the semifinals for the 4th straight year. This is a club that has a lot of success in the postseason. Campbell has not necessarily had the wins in the postseason, but they've had all these wins coming in. 7 straight wins, their longest win streak since 95-96. And, George, you were part of that team, part of that program building its way back up. What must Campbell do in this second half to get their offense going a little bit and jump in front here in the second half?
They got to attack the basket, get back to doing what they started off early, and see if they can get a few turnovers to get some easy baskets. You want your top scorers and your upperclassmen and Whitfield and Henderson to get going, as they've been scoring, obviously, in the league all year, 6th and 7th in the league respectively. You got to get them going, and sometimes it may take getting the offensive rebound and get an extra shot. So you just got to be prepared to come out. I'm sure Coach McGinn is seeing some things or make some adjustments to try to change it up and pick up the game a little bit. You know, we're still 28-26. It is close now, but they haven't been efficient on the offensive end. So he's going to look to get some easy baskets to help that field goal percentage.
Worth noting, Campbell, when trailing at halftime, it has been their kryptonite a little bit this year, 4-7. They'll look to change that in the second half, and we got a good 20 minutes coming up. 5 minutes away from the second half. We'll take a break the rest of that time and then get you set for the second half in about 5 minutes here on the Campbell Digital Network.
Listening to Campbell Sports on Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 WUAW.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com. Christy Yarborough is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics and a broker at RE/MAX United, serving all of Harnett and Southern Wake counties, whether selling or buying. Office number 919-469-4700.
Born in the Carolinas, Pepsi is the official beverage brand of Campbell Athletics. From Pepsi to Mountain Dew, bubbly sparkling water to Pure Leaf and Lipton teas, to Starbucks ready-to-drink beverages. Online at Pepsi.com.
ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Bojangles sponsors Campbell Athletics. Bojangles Chicken and Biscuits with over 600 locations, including in Lillington, just 5 minutes away from Campbell's campus. On the web at Bojangles.com.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And Shelter Pets makes super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org. This message has been brought to you by the Humane Society of the United States, Maddie's Fund, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Campbell Sports on Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 WUAW.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com. Christy Yarborough is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics and a broker at RE/MAX United, serving all of Harnett and Southern Wake counties, whether selling or buying. Office number 919-469-4700.
Born in the Carolinas, Pepsi is the official beverage brand of Campbell Athletics. From Pepsi to Mountain Dew, bubbly sparkling water to Pure Leaf and Lipton teas to Starbucks ready-to-drink beverages. Online at Pepsi.com.
ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Bojangles sponsors Campbell Athletics. Bojangles Chicken and Biscuits with over 600 locations, including in Lillington, just 5 minutes away from Campbell's campus. On the web at Bojangles.com.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org.
You're listening to live coverage of Campbell Sports on 88.3 WUAW.
Welcome back inside Gore Arena. It's time for the second half. Gardner-Webb 28, Campbell 26. The winner of this game will head to Radford, Virginia. The Highlanders just locked it up with a win over Hampton. So the quarterfinals, moving on to the semifinals, will be played in Radford. And George, you mentioned it coming in. Campbell played a triple overtime game and also lost a nail-biter in their matchup. Gardner-Webb won both games at Radford, really sending them into a losing streak there. It's anyone's game to get to the finals here on this side of the bracket.
Yeah, that's very true. All these teams are very evenly matched and play each other well. So either way, whoever comes out of this game is going to be a good one for Radford. I'm sure they're already starting their scouting and getting together prepared for that game.
That extra hour is pretty nice, too, to sit back and watch to see what happens as you're eating your post-game pizza. We're in for a doozy here in the second half. Shaheen Cornwall, who was held to 5 points in the first. Reed trying to work it around to Williams. It's this offense for Gardner-Webb. 44% shooting on the night. Kamarian Williams, the all-freshman team selection, is blocked by Henderson, and McCullough's got it.
Yeah, it was a good block there, and McCullough has seen that pressure come behind him. I was looking to see was he going to hold that up and make sure not to get that ball back for another possession of Gardner-Webb.
Ricky Clemens with 4 points early. The reversal is short. He does a great job of drawing contact. I don't know if the body fakes sell it well or if he won a Golden Globe last night. But he's doing a great job there.
Yeah, and plus, you know, dealing with that left-handed player where they have an advantage. If you don't get that in your mind, you're expecting that right-handed drive, and he takes off left on you.
There's a fascination in our country with lefty pitchers, lefty dribblers, anything left-handed. It's so unique.
Yes, it is.
As here's the three. First bucket for Demarion Williams.
Yeah, Gardner-Webb comes out and, you know, attacks first. Hits the first bucket. You have to see how Campbell's going to answer here.
Largest lead for Gardner-Webb in this game as Clemens lays it off to Lucene for the jam.
Yeah, that was a great pass there. Both of the players from Gardner-Webb stayed with Clemens all the way to the basket. Last minute, he dumps it off to Lucene for the easy dunk.
How difficult is that assist when you don't even see your open target?
Yeah, it's kind of, he knew he was there, and he's like, I hope he catches this.
That's the trust that Clemens has with Lucene, cutting this game to 3. Cedric Henderson, second team all-conference, has just 4 points in this game, but only 5 shots. Here's shot number 6, and it's way off. Good offensive rebound, finding it over to Whitfield, who connects.
And you see who kept that ball alive. Clemens is all over now. He's doing everything from the defensive end, even to getting those extra possessions that made that basket possible.
Shaheen Cornwall has been going through a jigsaw puzzle trying to get past Ricky Clemens tonight. So he lays it off to Williams, who hits his second straight.
He looks very comfortable right now, Evan. And I think Coach is going to have Henderson step up there and make him drive. But those last 2 shots, he shot in rhythm, and the net barely moved.
Williams averaged 12 a game when these teams met. One of the 4 sharpshooters from 3 for Gardner-Webb. Henderson on a beautiful find. Oh, couldn't finish.
Oh, that's tough. Lucene made a good pass there. He's trying to get him an easy one.
Williams wants a third. Nearly had it. I love feeding the hot hand here in the playoffs.
Yeah, you have to look at Gardner-Webb's very smart getting it over to him. Let's see what you can do. See if he had to test the waters.
Campbell offensively just 3 of 8 shooting. That's been their strength. 3-point land here in conference play. Instead, they work it into Lucene, who bodies it over Falco.
Yeah, Lucene took advantage of that mismatch he had on Falco. Back him in and shoot the little jump hook over.
How about this? 7 points and 7 rebounds for Lucene. So quiet, but so effective for the sophomore.
Yeah, that's how he's been doing all year.
Kareem Reed gets right past him, speaking of what he can do. Reed says, I got you.
Yes, he did. And a nice little lefty hook there from Kareem Reed.
First points for Reed on the board, the sophomore out of Queens, New York. Old high school teammates with Jose Perez, a former all-conference player here for Gardner-Webb, who's now at Marquette.
Yeah, I heard that name Kareem Reed at first, and it took me back to my days. A good old player from Arkansas. I'm like, Kareem Reed, hold on.
He's living up to that lineage as a talented freshman forward. Whitfield on the drive, no. Lucene is 8th rebound and now 9 points.
He's very active, and it's needed right now. And the shots are not falling for Campbell. You're getting the extra possessions and the putback, and Lucene is just, he's a workhorse right now.
Campbell came into this game 11th in the conference in rebounding. They're +5 on the boards tonight. What's changed?
I think it's just the effort right now. If your shots are not falling, you have to find a way to, get an extra possession. Campbell used to having shots falling. And
ooh, Whitfield nearly had a turnover there, and instead we have a timeout on the court. 15:29 to go. Gardner-Webb 36, Campbell 34 here in the Big South quarterfinals.
You're listening to live coverage of Campbell Sports on 88.3 WUAW.
Southeastern Interiors has everything you need to make that remodel job or new build something spectacular. Their showroom is close to campus at 228 Airport Road in Irwin and on the web at southeasterninteriors.com.
Carly C's IGA is your hometown proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With more than 25 locations in North Carolina, Carly C's has always and will continue to be your hometown proud store.
Comfort Inn of Fuquay-Varina is proud to support Campbell Athletics. Located in the heart of Fuquay-Varina, the Comfort Inn is just steps away from restaurants and shopping. Minutes from Campbell University, make Comfort Inn of Fuquay your home away from home when you visit the Creek. ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com.
Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With 36 locations across the state, there is a Smithfield's near you. Smithfield's on the web at scnbnc.com.
Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is located in the middle of one of the fastest growing communities in Wake County. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is just minutes away from Campbell University and downtown Raleigh. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs, a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics.
WUAW Irwin-Lillington is Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Southeastern Interiors has everything you need to make that remodel job or new build something spectacular. Their showroom is close to campus at 228 Airport Road in Irwin and on the web at southeasterninteriors.com.
Carly C's IGA is your hometown.
WUAW Irwin-Lillington is Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Gardner-Webb 36, Campbell 34, 15:29 to play. Relatively low-scoring game in this second half. And these are 2 offenses, George, top 5 in the league in scoring and field goal percentage. As Shaheen Cornwall dots those I's, make sure his socks are all lined up.
Yeah, got to make sure, the wardrobe is looking right.
When you got gold-plated sneakers, you know you're quite a player for the first-team all-conference guard. Here's Cornwall settling for a J. That's right in rhythm.
He fixed his socks so he can make that bucket there. He knew what was coming. But that was a good shot. Go behind that screen and pull up there for the easy 15-footer.
Gardner-Webb is led by as many as 5. This game's had a plethora of 5 lead changes already. Milo Stacic gets his first minutes of the night, setting a screen for Clemens here. Whitfield with 2 on the clock, can't hit the 3. And Gardner-Webb is all ready for this ball movement for Campbell's offense.
Yeah, and the Camels are just moving it on the outside. They have nothing getting towards the basket, which they had in the first half, and it's hurting them right now.
Cornwall trying to heat up. He has 7. Leading scorer tonight is Jordan Sears with 14, the freshman.
Yeah, I see Sears at the table looking to get back in and see if he can continue this hot shooting night he's had.
Clemens is trapped. He lays it off to Whitfield, and there's a bucket for Jordan.
He came over to help Clemens, who picked up his dribble, came across the lane, got the pass, a good pass from Clemens, and fadeaway short jumper was good.
Jordan Whitfield sitting at 9 himself as Falco was wide open, and a foul here on Dufial, pushing away from Stacic.
Yeah, Stacic sold that well, but that's a possession you got to have. And as I was saying, as that buzzer rings, you see Sears coming back into the game. And
is that more an Academy Award or a Golden Globe performance?
Well, that's a tough one. I don't know. I think he gets the Academy for that, but he's working on it. You can tell he's done it a time or two.
Did you watch that show on Netflix about the chess players? I won a couple of Golden Globes last night. I had too much time in quarantine and watched plenty of television. And Stacic puts on a show from 3.
Yeah, they left him open there like he wouldn't shoot it. He said, you leave me, I'm going to show you I can make that shot. And Campbell takes the lead with that big 3 from Stacic.
Just the 10th three-pointer of the year for Milo Stacic. A 5-0 Campbell run to put him in front.
Yeah, Stacic looked like one of my favorite players, Stojakovic, there, letting that go from the top, and it's nothing but the net.
Demarion Williams bounces out. Gardner-Webb's gone quiet from the field in these last 3 minutes. You wonder if a home crowd will play a factor. 100 fans allowed in attendance, along with cheerleaders and dance team members.
Yeah, you have so much respect for them, to be there and waiting for this year. And this is the first time they're able to come into the Pope Center and get.
Oh, an offensive foul on Whitfield. That's Sears stepping up with a charge.
They said that he couldn't get back in on the offense, so he's going to affect the game on the defensive end. And, and get a possession back, because anything could have happened, any type of score, but possession is back to Gardner-Webb.
Gardner-Webb has played in front of fans before. They went to Florida State, who was 21st in the country at the time. That was a battle, 13-point game that was tight until the final minutes. And Tim Kraft with 8 Power 5 wins in his first 7 years.
That's very impressive, Evan. To have a program, again, as we say, that program is coming together. You'll get players to come there not only to play Power 5 schools, but to get victories.
Now looking for a win to take on Radford in the Big South semifinals on Thursday. Williams off on the 3. That's a 2.5-minute scoring drought for the Running Bulldogs, who came in as the 4th-ranked scoring team in this league.
Yeah, the Camels are seeing there in the drought, but they haven't been able to put any space. They got the lead by 1 a couple minutes ago with Stacic's 3, and they haven't been able to score since.
Stacic with 8, works on Dufial. Big battle in the post, and Stacic wins it.
Love it. Love that move. Nice, strong move with the right-hand hook. He said, I'm going to take it outside, I'm going to take it inside. Either way, I'm going to get my team a bucket.
Scintillating scoop from the Serbian. Sears, the story of the first half, has yet to score here in the second. Williams got a misstep, drives to the lane and converts.
Yeah, I kind of missed what happened there. All I seen is Henderson hit the ground. We hope he was tripped or stepped on the foot there. It didn't look good for a minute, but we're glad he's up and back in the play.
Under 12 minutes to play, Campbell up 1 in this Big South quarterfinal. Henderson floats and falls away, but cannot convert. Slow start for Cedric. He's 2 of 8 shooting.
Yeah, he got a good spot on the lane. And he had a chance to get a good shot off, but he faded with it.
Williams was wide open and missed it. Sears the rebound. He has made every shot tonight and now goes to the free throw line. 11:21 to play. Sears will shoot the free throws and we return. Gardner-Webb looking to take the lead after this timeout on the Campbell Digital Network.
UAW Irwin-Lillington is Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Southeastern Interiors has everything you need to make that remodel job or new build something spectacular. Their showroom is close to campus at 228 Airport Road in Irwin and on the web at southeasterninteriors.com.
Carly C's IGA is your hometown proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With more than 25 locations in North Carolina, Carly C's has always and will continue to be your hometown proud store.
Comfort Inn of Fuquay-Varina is proud to support Campbell Athletics. Located in the heart of Fuquay-Varina, the Comfort Inn is just steps away from restaurants and shopping. Minutes from Campbell University, make Comfort Inn of Fuquay your home away from home when you visit the Creek. ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com.
Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With 36 locations across the state, there is a Smithfield's near you. Smithfield's on the web at scnbnc.com.
Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is located in the middle of one of the fastest growing communities in Wake County. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is just minutes away from Campbell University and downtown Raleigh. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs, a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics.
WUAW Irwin-Lillington is Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Southeastern Interior.
WUAW Irwin-Lillington is Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Campbell leading at 41-40. 11:20 to go in this basketball game. We have some finals to report. Winthrop, an 83-54 winner. They'll move on, take on the winner of Longwood and Asheville. And it's the Longwood Lancers up 16 with 11 minutes to play. Radford a 15-point win, so no close games. Fitting it all comes down to this final game here tonight. Milo Stacic, a clutch performance, 5 points off the bench, and head coach Kevin McGinn here in year 8 loves the balance of his offense to keep his team in front now.
Yeah, I think he likes what he sees, and he's depending on, Jordan and Henderson to get going here late. His upperclassmen and his scorers there, he's hoping that they come along. But if everybody can keep them there in the game and even have a lead, that he's happy with where they're at.
Campbell trying to get back to the Big South Final for the first time in 4 years. It's been Gardner-Webb, in fact, who slowed them down the last 3 trips in tournament play.
Yeah, they're definitely the kryptonite for them now, but, they're looking to get over that tonight.
Sears with 16 following the free throw puts the Running Bulldogs back in front.
Yeah, he's keeping everything perfect for tonight. Sears has picked up where he left off in the first half.
9 minutes into this second half, 3 combined fouls. Very clean basketball game here in the quarterfinals. In the midst of 3 blowouts, we've had a dandy with Clemens missing. Stacic can't convert. Clemens again, no. And the ball is saved to Cornwall, who scrums with Whitfield and finds the relief option.
Wow, Campbell really had a few easy shots. They wish they could get back there and make those buckets. You got to get those easy ones here, but we'll see what Gardner-Webb comes back and takes advantage of that missed opportunity by Campbell.
Campbell's missed his last 4 shots, all 4 of them in one possession. There's Gardner-Webb with the lead. Selden sizes up Whitfield. Oh, and a costly turnover there for Gardner-Webb. That's their 7th.
Yeah, a little freshman jitters there. He threw that one over the top of Shaheen Cornwall's head. He thought he grew to 6'8" or something over that last time out, but.
And a quick decision, Selden to the bench. Now Jermaine Mann, the freshman from Hampton, Georgia, returns.
Yeah, Coach Kraft saw that, Jitters. He saw that pass. He just take him out, get him a little talk to him, let him refresh. He'll be back in the game.
Jordan Whitfield trying to get hot in this second half. He's nearly at double figures. Laying it off to Stacic, who knocks it in.
Stacic is letting it go. He's shooting it with confidence. Jordan gave it to him right in the pocket. No hesitation.
Milo Stacic, 8 points. That's his highest total since January 15th. A nice time to do it here in the 1st of March.
You're right about that. No time like the present in March Madness.
Reed's pass is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay here with 15 on the clock.
Yeah, Reed shuffled those feet a little bit there, but the referees didn't call it. I saw Clemens over there making the signs like he walked with that, but they have 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Cornwall catches the inbound, and Ricky Clemens has been all up in his grill tonight. Dumps it off to Sears. That's his first miss from the field.
Yeah, that was good shot contest there by Henderson. He hustled out, and of course with that athletic ability, he can jump high in the air. Just make him graze that shot just a little bit, and they'll throw it off.
Stacic just hit a 3 a moment ago, passes up a triple. Maybe Campbell should feed the ball to the Serbian. He's got 8 all in the second half.
Yeah, with him hitting that outside shot, too, it's going to pull Reed out from that basket.
Good tip by Reed. He saved a dunk there for Stacic.
Yes, he did. And see, that's where he gets his hands in there and also with that shot blocking ability. So if he can get Reed pulled out, it'll be open for more of those drives from Henderson and Whitfield.
The clock is at 5. This is where Kevin McGeehan makes his living. Sideline out of bounds plays.
Yeah, it needs a big one here. It's a big possession. You got a 2-point game. Under 9.5 minutes left. Let's see what they get out of this.
Whitfield triggers it in. Finds Stacic. Back to the all-conference guard with 2. Can't hit. And Falco, that's a big rebound for Gardner-Webb.
Yes, it is. Campbell was looking for that lob off of that out-of-bounds play to Henderson to see if they can get some excitement in there, but Gardner-Webb knew that play and was waiting for it.
Falco on the mismatch of Whitfield. Blocked by Henderson. Numbers for Campbell. Thompson. Whitfield 3 is good.
That's a huge shot. Smart decision there by Thompson. He took it down to control. You saw Henderson cut through to take the man with him, and then Jordan Whitfield just flashed out to the wing.
Timeout, Gardner-Webb. Largest lead for Campbell here tonight at 5 with 8:48 to go. We'll take the timeout as well. Campbell 47, Gardner-Webb 42 here in the Big South quarterfinals.
UAW Irwin-Lillington is Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Southeastern Interiors has everything you need to make that remodel job or new build something spectacular. Their showroom is close to campus at 228 Airport Road in Irwin and on the web at southeasterninteriors.com.
Carly C's IGA is your hometown proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With more than 25 locations in North Carolina, Carly C's has always and will continue to be your hometown proud store.
Comfort Inn of Fuquay Arena is proud to support Campbell Athletics. Located in the heart of Fuquay Arena, the Comfort Inn is just steps away from restaurants and shopping. Minutes from Campbell University, make Comfort Inn of Fuquay your home away from home when you visit the Creek. ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com.
Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With 36 locations across the state, there is a Smithfield's near you. Smithfield's on the web at scnbnc.com.
Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is located in the middle of one of the fastest growing communities in Wake County. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is just minutes away from Campbell University and downtown Raleigh. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs, a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics.
Welcome back inside Gore Arena. 8:48 to go in this second half. Campbell in the midst of a 9-1 run over the last 7 minutes to now put this 5-point lead in place. And here with George Miller, former Campbell standout, part of the team that last won 7 and 8 straight games in his career, looking to see if Campbell can win an 8th straight tonight to move on to the Big South Finals. And the big reason why, Cedric Henderson and Jordan Whitfield, a top 10 scoring duo. What do these two bring to the table for Campbell?
Well, you get a little of everything with them. You get the defense, obviously, they have the upperclassmen that have the exposure to all of these big games. Plus, they're very talented offensive players. You got the outside shot. Henderson has the high-flying ability. You know, he's worked out all those days with his dad and all. And they're poised. At the end of the day, they've seen this before. They're this streak. They've had games that went up and down. So they're poised to get here in this game. They made their run. They made the run, and now it's going to see who's going to make the next run, because this is a game to run. So Gardner-Webb needs to do something quick here.
A 6-0 run has put Campbell in front. And in fact, it's been the complementary pieces. Stochich with 8. Lucene has 11. Cornwall's been quiet, which is 7 tonight. It's been Sears doing the work. Right now he's sitting in the corner waiting for the basketball. Cornwall with 5. Works around the pick. Dumps it down to Reed. Man with 1, off in time, and short. Rebound Sears, who is tripped. Loose ball. Timeout Gardner-Webb.
Wow, that was a wild possession there. I mean, if Campbell was going for doubling it to make sure that Cornwall didn't get into the offense, and then you got a big scramble there for that ball. And, of course, they get man on there to pick it up and get that timeout.
We'll take the timeout as well. 8:18 to go in this second half. Campbell 47, Gardner-Webb 42.
0.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Southeastern Interiors has everything you need to make that remodel job or new build something spectacular. Their showroom is close to campus at 228 Airport Road in Irwin and on the web at southeasterninteriors.com.
Carly C's IGA is your hometown proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With more than 25 locations in North Carolina, Carly C's has always and will continue to be your hometown proud store.
Comfort Inn of Fuquay-Varina is proud to support Campbell Athletics. Located in the heart of Fuquay-Varina, the Comfort Inn is just steps away from restaurants and shopping. Minutes from Campbell University, make Comfort Inn of Fuquay your home away from home when you visit the Creek. ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com.
Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With 36 locations across the state, there is a Smithfield's near you. Smithfield's on the web at scnbnc.com.
Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is located in the middle of one of the fastest growing communities in Wake County. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is just minutes away from Campbell University and downtown Raleigh. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs, a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics.
WUAW Irwin Lillington is Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Welcome back inside Gore Arena. 8:18 to go. We have our media timeout, breaking things up in the action, but now it's picking up. 5-point game. And all of a sudden, Campbell in the midst of a 6-0 run that feels like an hour and a half with some of these game separations. Let's see if Gardner-Webb can respond. They are down 5. Cornwall's been doubled all night, kicking it to man. And that tip pass will stay here.
Yeah, Coach McGee has a playing that ball screen. He's not going to let Cornwall turn the corner off of that screen to create for his team, or he's going to shoot that 15-foot pull-up that he did earlier in this half.
Gardner-Webb in this 3-game winning streak, averaging 72 a game. Yet the offense has gone quiet, just 31% shooting in this second half. Williams pops a 3, and that breaks the run.
And he's been the one to make the threes. That's his third one of this half here, Evan. So he was waiting to get that and get in the rhythm, and it looked good when it left his hands.
DeMaurian Williams in double figures for the 15th time in just 25 games. Ricky Clemens, who's so tough on defense, given a lot of space there.
Yeah, they're daring him to shoot it. They just don't want to see Henderson, Thompson, or Jordan either, or Stockton at this point. So the one person they're going to give space is Clemens.
Clemens has the space with 2, gives up a 3 and hits it.
He said, step away from me if you want to. I can make this shot too. It's tournament time, March Madness.
Ricky Clemens, the defensive magnet, now has 7 on the offensive end. Williams wants to respond. Backing down Henderson, fading away. The freshman misses. Mann's got the board. And did he get tripped up? No. Turnover, Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, that was good play there by Stott. Just keeping his hands up, keeping his body between Mann and the basket. He slipped out there going to make his move to get around him. Lost the ball out of bounds. Gives another possession to Campbell. Another turnover for Gardner-Webb.
We mentioned the all-conference players coming in. Cornwall with Whitfield and Henderson, and yet the complementary pieces have been so huge in this matchup.
Yeah, you're not going to go out and just win with those players. They're going to do some big things in your game at some point, but those complementary players, when it's not going for the big players, they make plays.
Ricky Clemens traveled, trying to keep his pivot foot. Just the 7th turnover for Campbell, a team that ranks top 10 in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio.
Yeah, they take care of the ball well. I'm sure Coach McGinn didn't want to see that turnover there, but again, a turnover that turns into a dead ball, takes out of bounds, lets Campbell get back and set their defense so you don't give up an easy bucket.
Let's see if they can stop Jordan Sears. He's got 16 to lead all scorers tonight. Sears, here's a 3. Can't hit. Rebound Clemens.
Yeah, you like to see the way Campbell played and ran him. When he was coming off that screen, they trailed behind him, so he had to fade kind of on that shot, and you saw it fade off to the left there.
Gardner-Webb is just 7 of 23 from deep. That's typically their strength. Not that we've had a lot of offense tonight, but it's coming different ways. The backdoor slip is stolen.
Yeah, that pass was not there at all. He had made up his mind before it ever got it. He was going to throw it, and the play just wasn't there. Should have just brought it back out.
Cornwall working his way into the lane. The teardrop is short. Nice rebound, Dufial. Out to Williams for 3. Can't make it count. Stočić holds on.
Yeah, that's a big rebound there. Campbell got a little lucky there that Williams has been hitting that, and you don't want to give that man an extra shot to get on an offensive rebound. It's going to give you the best three-point shot you can get.
5.5 minutes to play. It's Campbell up 5, looking for a trip to Radford in the semifinals. Stočić with 7, gets it off to Whitfield. Thompson with 3 is stripped. Dufial the steal. Sears in transition. Good reversal, and he lays it in.
Wow, that was a great move by Sears. Under control the whole time. Go to this jump stop with the pivot. Get Henderson up in there because you know the athlete wants to get that block, and he turned back and made the layup.
Taking advantage of a Campbell turnover. 3-point game.
Yeah, those are those turnovers you don't want, where that ball gets back and you give up an easy basket. You'd rather see that taken out of bounds.
Clemens on the switch, blows by Cornwall and misses it.
Wow, those were the baskets they were making in the first half. We're getting free throws from it. It just didn't go there.
Gardner-Webb has chucked up a ton of threes tonight. They've only hit 7. A 3 here could tie it with 4:38 to go. Cornwall decides to shoot, banks it in.
Yeah, I don't think he was planning to shoot originally, but he didn't see anyone to pass it. He put it up there on the glass and made it. Now we got a 1-point game here. It's getting tight.
4:19 to go. Gardner-Webb has held Campbell scoreless in 3 straight minutes. This is no 3-6 matchup tonight, folks. 2 evenly matched teams. A steal for Sears. Wanting a timeout, and it's a foul on Ricky Clemens.
Wow. That was huge there. Huge. Another turnover by the Camels. And I know Coach McGinn is not happy. They're known for taking care of the ball. Like you said, they're top in the nation at taking care of the ball and assist-to-turnover ratio. And they just come back on back-to-back possessions and give it to Gardner-Webb. It's a 1-point lead, 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game.
Everyone's trying to catch Abilene Christian as the most efficient turnover team in the league. And how about the play right here?
Yeah, as you see, he dribbled over, and Henderson is not even looking to get to the basket. He's just dribbling and running the offense, and man came off and helped and got that steal, and then you turn around and get the foul there.
This next whistle will be immediate timeout, and what a swing that has happened in the last 2 minutes. Campbell's committed 4 turnovers, and Gardner-Webb on a 5-0 run has made it a 1-point game.
Yeah, Coach McGinn is just hoping his team can get a stop there and go into that under 4 timeout and regroup.
Williams underneath. Dufial finishes.
Wow. Just like that, a game of run. Gardner-Webb makes their run and take the 1-point lead just like that back in the game.
6-0 spurt. Campbell needs an answer here at home. Hussein has 11, one of 2 double-figure scorers for Campbell. Now it's in the hands of Whitfield. The second-team all-conference guard is doubled. Hussein with 5, over to Thompson. Contested 3, banks in.
I know it's after 5 o'clock, but the ATM is still 24 hours. We got Messiah Thompson for the bank shot 3 from the top.
The last 2 buckets for Campbell have come in desperation. And with 3:15 to go in this game, Campbell 53, Gardner-Webb 51.
WUAW Irwin-Lillington is Central Carolina Community College's 88.3 FM. You're listening to Campbell University Sports.
Southeastern Interiors has everything you need to make that remodel job or new build something spectacular. Their showroom is close to campus at 228 Airport Road in Irwin and on the web at southeasterninteriors.com.
Carly C's IGA is your hometown proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With more than 25 locations in North Carolina, Carly C's has always and will continue to be your hometown proud store.
Comfort Inn of Fuquay-Varina is proud to support Campbell Athletics. Located in the heart of Fuquay-Varina, the Comfort Inn is just steps away from restaurants and shopping. Minutes from Campbell University, make Comfort Inn of Fuquay your home away from home when you visit the Creek. ESPN Plus is the new video streaming home of Campbell Athletics and the Big South Conference. A free trial is available to new subscribers. Links at ESPN.com and GoCamels.com, the official home of Campbell Athletics.
Papa John's Pizza began 30 years ago in Indiana. Now they have nearly 5,000 locations in 37 countries around the world, including 2 locations in Harnett County. Carry out or delivery. Online ordering available at papajohns.com.
Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics. With 36 locations across the state, there is a Smithfield's near you. Smithfield's on the web at scnbnc.com.
Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is located in the middle of one of the fastest growing communities in Wake County. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs is just minutes away from Campbell University and downtown Raleigh. The Hampton Inn of Holly Springs, a proud sponsor of Campbell Athletics.
Tight ball game in the Big South quarterfinals, 53-51 Campbell. As the Fighting Camels have hit 5 of their last 6 from 3. The biggest one from Messiah Thompson via the bank.
Yeah, that was a big shot there. I saw his foot sitting on the camel there out on the logo, but that one goes in, and you'll take it any way you can get it in March now, and down in this last 3 minutes and 15 seconds of this game.
That responds to his 6-0 Gardner-Webb run to regain the lead. And now Tim Kraft coming out of this timeout. His top scorer in Shaheen Cornwall has just 9, but it's been the freshman. Sears 18, Williams 11, filling the void here down the stretch.
Yeah, and you look at it, Williams hit some big shots, but Cornwall also has made sure to lead this team and get them the ball in those places. You have to have that senior leadership to let them know, freshmen know to take those shots, as Williams and Sears has been doing and making them.
2-point ball game with 3:15 to go. The winner of this goes to Radford, Virginia, for the Big South semifinals. Last time Campbell made that game, they met Gardner-Webb in the semifinals. The Runnin' Bulldogs won it and then won the conference tournament at Radford. Here's Sears slashing in, tying it up.
Yeah, that was too easy.
That was quick.
Way too easy there, Evan. You cannot let him make that direct drive and put it there off the glass for an easy bucket for him tonight.
New career high for Jordan Sears, the freshman. Henderson looks to be aggressive and backs it out.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of attention there when he's driving. They're making sure he doesn't get an easy basket.
Shot clock at 7. Henderson with 5. Looks to drive and draws a foul. Just the second team foul on Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, I was going to say, it hasn't been many of those called tonight, Evan. We've only had 9 free throws shot in this game. And even though you had some drives a lot, but there have been a lot of three-point shots there, which, you know, is conducive to having a less free throws shot.
It's been all chalk in this tournament here to this point. Might have an upset brewing. 3 versus 6 here in the quarterfinals. Whitfield with 7, gets into the lane and is stripped, but a foul. That's DeMaurian Williams. And a shooting foul it is.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were going to make that call, but I saw him get him over the arm. Jordan just was aggressive because the Campbell offense is just passing around outside, but he had to make something happen. And this is the time. It's a tie game. You go into the free throw line. These are huge ones for Jordan Whitfield.
How about that drive by Whitfield? They've made 4 turnovers in the last 5 minutes. Nearly gave it away. That could have sparked a layup for Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, it definitely would have been a run out there for Gardner-Webb. Just thankful that for his sake that the referee made that call.
Whitfield an 81% shooter as he gives Campbell the lead with 2:18 to go. Man, it's nice to have March back here to start this month, and we got a doozy of a game.
Yes, we do, Evan. This is an exciting time for anyone who loves the game of basketball.
Campbell up by 2, leaning on its senior, who now has 13. We've seen Gardner-Webb throw punches all night to respond. Williams blows by Whitfield, is blocked by Lucane.
That was great help there by Lucane. He let Whitfield take all of that body contact and then get the block up top.
Under 2 minutes to go. Winner of this game goes to Radford, Virginia for the Big South semis. The loser goes home wondering why they get such a tough draw in the quarters. Thompson with 6, good crossover. Sets it up to Clemens, who nails it.
Wow, what a pass there. To penetrate, pass it off to Clemens. He makes the easy left-hander off the glass.
4-point game with 1.5 minutes to go. You wonder if that 3 from Thompson banking in changed the whole momentum of this game.
Yeah, that momentum definitely changed after that. It took a little air out of it for Gardner-Webb, but that's a big bucket there by Williams in the lane.
2-point game. Had 7 ties, 10 lead changes, and maybe the biggest possession of the night for Campbell with 1:08 to go.
Yeah, and Coach McGinn said just play on. He's not calling the timeout to set up anything. He's going to get into their offense and get a good possession out here with under a minute.
Shot clock at 10 for Lucane. Henderson's been quiet tonight with 4 points. Maybe his biggest moment here. Sets up Clemens for the 3, and it's off.
Yeah, that was a little long there. Good defense by man up top on Henderson, though.
Oh, Sears is stripped. Loose ball, and a timeout for Ricky Clemens and Campbell.
We've talked about it all night. His defense, his hustle. Clemens knows, and right now is very crucial. You got 39 seconds here left. He gets that ball back after missing that shot.
What a costly turnover for Gardner-Webb, as Sears was all by himself and just coughed it away.
Yeah, he didn't see Clemens come behind him. Clemens jumped on that ball there. You look at him come in, gets on it, and then was quick to get the timeout. He's not going to let, anything happen with the ball, anything with the referees, even though the tie-up was there. Even though Campbell had the possession, but he said, I'm calling timeout, make sure that we have it. Now we got to get one good, offensive play. We got a 2-point game. 30 seconds on this clock. I'm sure McGinn is going to one of his plays he's ran all year.
If you're Tim Kraft, do you foul here?
I think you play it out.
3 more fouls to shoot free, or actually 4 more fouls to shoot free throws.
That's going to keep him from doing it. That right there is going to say play defense. We got almost 10 seconds difference in the shot clock. Get a stop here, and you come back with a chance to win or tie the game.
39.8 seconds left. Campbell up by 2 thanks to the steal from the former walk-on, Ricky Clemens, taking the ball away from the hottest player on the floor, Jordan Sears.
Yeah, and Coach Kraft is going with the full-court pressure here. He's looking to get a turnover, a trap, and he did foul.
There's foul number 1, the 4th team foul for Gardner-Webb. Have a way to go to get to the 1-and-1, but that's the plan here with 38 seconds.
Yeah.
Might as well save time if you're Tim Kraft.
Yeah, he looks at it too, that the new rules there now, it used to be where they will reset the shot clock, but the shot clock's not going to go back to 30, so fouling now is going to work in his favor.
Clemens needs help, finds Whitfield, and a foul. 37 seconds left. 2 more of these, and free throws are coming up. Who do you want to foul if you're Gardner-Webb at this point?
They would love to get Clemens at the line. I think that's who they want, but Coach McGinn knows that also. So who's taking the ball out? Clemens. He's not going to let it happen. He's not going to even put him in that situation. So you're trying to get the ball to Jordan, Whitfield, whoever right now, because this is not the shooting one, but in that next foul after this, you want to have Jordan Whitfield at the line. Those last 2 look good.
Anthony Selden throws it in with the pressure. Whitfield's trapped on the line, and a foul on Gardner-Webb. Wanted to charge.
Woo.
And almost could have been there.
That was dangerous. That's the worst place you want to throw that ball in and get trapped, right at the half-court line. They trapped him there. He had nowhere to go, and he should have been a thing where he even called a timeout. But
now a block charge is not something you can review, so no chance to look this over for the officials.
Yeah, and that's big right there. That could have went either way there, Evan.
Instead, it's Campbell ball as they'll clean up the court with 33 seconds left.
Wow, right now you're looking at reviewing a lot of things. You know they're coming to foul, but you cannot get in a place where they can trap you and possibly take the ball. Even though the tie-up will keep the possession with the Camels, you don't want to be in a place where you're going to leave it up to the referees, anything to make that call. Just get this in to your best free throw shooter. Make the 2 free throws and make this a 2-possession game.
This has been a foul fiesta in the closing seconds. Gardner-Webb needs 1 more to force free throws, and they get it in the hands of Jordan Whitfield with 31 seconds to play.
Yeah, I love the way Coach McGinn ran that play. He started all the way down and ran back into the backcourt where he knew the defenders weren't, so they just throw it back there, and he catches it and gets fouled. So this is the clutch time now. The pressure is on. You put 2 free throws in. Or is that the 6? So he's going to the line. So you put these 2 in.
And you put it in the hands of a 3rd best free throw shooter in this conference.
There you have it. And he makes these 2 as a 2-possession game. But this is the guy you want to have at the line if you're the Camels.
Jordan Whitfield tonight, 3 of 3 from the stripe. And he takes advantage with the first.
Yeah, it looked real good there. The first, comfortable there. That's crucial. That way now you're looking at, 31.6 seconds. You don't want to give up the 3, but you know now you're not going to lose. You're in a 1-possession game, but he makes this, you put in the 2 possessions.
Gardner-Webb has 1 timeout to work with. And it's a 4-point game.
That was huge. Nothing but net. Now let's see what they're going to come with and expect here. But Campbell's going to put the pressure on full court to make this time go down for Gardner-Webb, even though it's token pressure and they're backing up.
Clemens in the grill of Cornwall is fouled. Only the 4th team foul, so nothing in free throws just yet.
Exactly. Campbell said, you can do this, we can too. We're going to let you take some time off the clock, then we're going to foul you. This is very smart play there.
They also got to be careful how you foul if you're defensive.
Yeah, just make sure you're not fouling the guy on the shot. That's what all the coaches telling them.
Cornwall's fouled with 23 seconds left. No player with more than 2 fouls for Campbell. Gardner-Webb with no player more than 3, so that won't be an issue here down the stretch.
Yeah, we haven't seen many fouls called today.
Let's see if any running Bulldog player tries to launch up a 3 here. Cornwall launches and can't get the bounce. Duffiel the rebound, no. Second chance, yes.
Yeah, you called that, Evan.
16 seconds left and a timeout for Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, he was anticipating the foul. Say, hey, let me see if I can get 3 free throws here.
Instead, it's a 2-point game. Evan Budrovich and George Miller with you. The winner of this game takes on Radford in the Big South semifinals. It's been Jordan Whitfield down the stretch making critical plays. I assume that's where the ball's going here with 16 seconds left.
Yeah, but Coach Kraft knows that too. He's going to do everything he can to say, make somebody else make the free throws now. They know they're going to foul. They're going to try to trap first, though. You can look for it. If they can find Campbell, throw it into a bad position, they can get a trap in the corner, they'll go there first with the 16.4. They can't get that turnover, then they'll foul and then play that, possession-by-possession game with the game clock.
Campbell has hit every free throw in this second half. Definitely worth noting down the stretch.
Yes, that's true, and I think Whitfield is the only one that's gone to the line this half to make those. So you keep him, your senior there, in the clutch, making those free throws. But you got to make sure you get the ball in here. They're going to put a lot of pressure on him, Gardner-Webb, to see if they can get him to turn it over or get him in a compromising situation like they did a little earlier with that trap by half court.
Worth noting, each team with a timeout left if there's a trap or a possible steal. Yeah. Man, what a game we've had here. 7 ties, 10 lead changes. Gardner-Webb's had some huge chances to put this game away. And yet Campbell on a critical run from the free throw line now leads by 2.
Yeah, Campbell would have loved to get that rebound off of that miss there by Cornwall in that corner, but, you know, they're able to get the putback off of the offensive rebound. So
Clemens finds Whitfield, and he's fouled. So a 1-and-1 for the senior guard out of Raleigh.
Well, this is a long walk to the free throw line. Been there a time or two in my life here, Evan. So he's going there knowing that everybody's depending on him to make it, and it is the 1-and-1. So you got to put that first one in, or they're coming back. Gardner-Webb's coming back at you with 15 seconds left.
Cedric Henderson had a cut on his hand. He's bleeding, so being treated by the trainers for the moment.
Yeah, you hate to see this now, too, because you can even ice your free throw shooter with this extra time to think about it. But we know Jordan Whitfield has been here before. And, you know, he's played a lot of games here at Campbell, and he's ready to step to the line and make these big free throws.
Jordan Whitfield, 82% on the season. He's made every shot from the line tonight. That streak continues.
Yeah. He doesn't worry about the jinx from the broadcast or anything. We can say he's perfect from the line. He's going up there and making it. That's a great shot there by Whitfield.
This would make it a 2-possession game with 15 seconds left. There you go.
Perfect. Now Campbell's got to keep the pressure. Let him run some time off the clock, but do not foul now. You do not want to foul to stop this clock.
12 seconds left. That foul is not in the bonus just yet, 1 away.
That is true. They have 1 left to give, so that's a good foul there. Coaches tell them now, no more fouls. They're in the bonus. We don't want to stop this clock. 12 seconds left in the game.
Demarion Williams was going to throw it in. Now Cornwall comes in.
Yeah, you want Williams on the court. He's been the one hot in this second half. You want to have him on the court. I'm kind of surprised there that Coach Kraft is taking Falco out, another shooter, to bring in Mann, who's not attempted any from the outside, but he's looking for that good screen to get Williams open at the top.
And sets it up to Cornwall. Here's the 3. No good. Rebound. Last touch by Gardner-Webb. And I think Tim Kraft is going to have a chance to get a better decision here if they review the call.
Yeah, they're going to have a look at this one here. You know, they were both going after the ball there, but it looked like Messiah Thompson was the last one to touch it. That's the wonderful part of basketball now. You want to make sure that you're getting the right call here. This is a crucial play. And you look at it here. Yeah, it looks to me like Messiah Thompson was the last one attached to that ball, even though him and Mann were both going after. So the referee should look at it. Hopefully it's not too long a review. But if you're Campbell, you like the position you're in either way. If Gardner-Webb gets this ball, you have to get good shot pressure without fouling. But it's 5.4 seconds. You're up 4. You just play good defense, do not foul, and you can win this game. Yeah, we look at it again.
Yeah, you see Thompson's right hand there get a lot of contact on that ball.
Yeah, it was close to that very end. And, of course, the referee that called it, he was blinded off by Mann, so you can see Mann touching the ball last. So with the camera angles and the view, I'm sure they'll look at it and get the right call, at least from what we can say. But, you know, what do we know here, Evan? We're just here looking at it on the replay.
How about this game, though? Gardner-Webb, 3 of 13 from deep in this second half. They're real kryptonite tonight.
Yep, there it is.
Up on the chin.
Yep, it hit off of his right, you know, off his chin on the right side, right hand, shoulder area. So they're going to see that there. But like you said, this is a very competitive game. This is the most competitive game for the night for the conference. So it's a good way to, you know, end it out in the conference with this 3-6 matchup, which we knew would be good because Gardner-Webb plays Campbell well no matter what the seeds, and they've been here before. So Coach Kraft, I'm sure, is trying to put something together, knowing he's going to get the ball, and Coach McGinn is getting his team together, say, do not foul, let's play good defense, because he knows that they will get it also.
Winthrop a winner by 29 points. Radford has won by 15. Longwood a 16-point win, and a tight game here with 5 seconds to play. The winner of this matchup heads to Radford, Virginia for the Big South semifinals.
No, hold on here.
Oh, wait a second. The call did not get overturned.
Wow. I don't know. I thought my eyes worked pretty good, but hey.
No, we saw it on the replay here for sure.
Yeah, you want to talk about home cooking. This is some down south southern food, home cooking, fried chicken, greens, and all.
Whitfield with the catch, up ahead to Henderson. And a foul with 1.2 seconds left.
Yeah, you like to see Henderson just throw that over to Lucene at the end of the game there, but he was being very careful, taking care of the ball. He didn't want to do any mistakes here to give Gardner-Webb a chance like that. But that one is going to be looked at over and over there, Evan. I'm Coach Kraft. I'm replaying that. I'm looking at it from different angles. How was that not our ball?
Campbell looking to get back to the Big South semifinals for the first time in 3 years. And they put it in the hands of their all-conference guard to put this game away.
And that he did. And then you have your other all-conference forward there make 2 free throws to end it out. And it's just a tough break there for Gardner-Webb.
Campbell hangs on here in the second half. A 63-57 win. Moving on to the Big South semifinals. Defeating Gardner-Webb here in a matchup of Titans in the 3-6 matchup. It was the bank that was open early and the free throws that got it done late for Campbell.
Yeah, you got to be happy there if you're the Camels there to pull out this win at home and to get the nemesis out the way for the tournament for Gardner-Webb. You're just happy for them, and it's tough loss for Gardner-Webb to be right there, have the lead even late in the half, but lose it down the stretch.
Messiah Thompson, a critical 3 that put Campbell in front. They held on the rest of the way, and it's the Fighting Camels on to the semifinals. Well, George, what a ball game, 63-57. Your initial thoughts on Campbell-Radford in the Big South semis on Thursday night?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Evan, Campbell has played Radford well. They had 2 games here earlier in the back-to-back, one that went to triple overtime and one that went down to the buzzer. So Campbell has confidence playing against Radford, and I think Radford knows that Campbell will come in there confident. Hopefully, you have some of your star scorer. Jordan Whitfield got some points later, but Henderson didn't really get it going tonight. So you look at the Radford game, you hope, a couple of days off with this new format, which is, huge for them. You don't turn around and play tomorrow, but you'll have a few days off to recruit, get together, and be prepared for it. But I expect Campbell to have a good showing there, and Radford to be sitting ready to play them. They know them, they beat them.
The last matchups were here in Bowie's Creek. Radford won both by less than 10 combined points. 2 competitive games, but for tonight, Campbell moves on, a 6-point winner in the Big South quarterfinals. For former Campbell standout George Miller, I'm Evan Budrovich signing off here in Bowie's Creek. We'll see you on Thursday for the Big South semis. A trip to the finals on the line, and that is always delightful to start the month of March. Thanks for joining us, guys, and glad you listened in tonight. We'll see you on Thursday.